Can you guys hear me? I just need a audio check. All right, live at the Riverside Hall of Justice, County of Riverside. Let me just study the camera for a little bit. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, so I just got out. It was gonna be a quick one. Uh, it was a quick update. I don't know if there's gonna be a presser right now. I did I did take notes, and right now, while it's fresh in my mind, uh, I kind of want to go over what I saw first, and then I'll go over the dates. But pretty much what I saw was Jake and Rebecca, same thing. Jake was wearing red. Um, he looked like he looked like he had a haircut. His hair was done. Like it wasn't like he just woke up. It looked like it was done this time. So it looked different. Um, Same thing. He was just looking at the judge. Good morning, and they both nodded their heads. Um, so same thing. I mean, the defense lawyers for are the same defense lawyers for the Turpin case. And they look, I don't know, there was something in their eyes that just made it seem like they were, uh, I don't know, ready or what, or this or the other. But one of the lawyers for Jake was just staring at the crowd, at the public, and he kind of glanced at me a few times, like because I was taking notes. So I don't know. I thought that was kind of odd. Last time they were facing each other. I'm sorry, they were facing the judge, Jake's lawyers. So I thought that was kind of odd. They were a little bit more open, and yeah, she just kept looking at me, kept looking at the crowd. It was a different vibe in there this time. It was for that, and then for Rebecca, she did look like her hair was straightened again. She was uh, the lawyer. He was blocking our view from her, but I did get to see her. Her hair looks straight. Her hair looks good. It's just what I'm seeing. Okay. Um, and she looks in good spirits. I'll put it that way. Saying good morning, saying hello to the judge, and talking to the lawyer. So that was something new, something different from last time that I saw her. Last time I saw her, she was like defeated. So, but this time she did look. She looked different, and so that was that. So, um, yeah, same thing. The lawyer was just covering, up Rebecca, protecting her either from us or from Jake, for both, whatnot. Um, so yeah, and so Rebecca's in blue and with red pants. I tried to make sure to see if it was her red pants. I'll look at comments in a little bit because it's bright out here, but I just want to be able to get the information out as it's fresh, as it came to me. And so there's a continuance on October 16th. The date is going to be moved. Whatever we had today is moving to the 16th. So that's continuing. And then October 28th is the preliminary hearing. Um, Rebecca's uh, uh, lawyer did object to a continuance. He's like, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's do it. But the judge was like, okay, I'll just do it for the 16th and the 28th. So those are new dates, 16th and the 28th. Okay. Um, but yeah, the lawyer did object. He wanted to put that on the record that they're ready to go. And so what they were saying is that they want to catch up on discovery or something like that. A lot of legal jargon, a lot of legal sayings, language. So I'm not able to catch too much of that. But what I did caught was that, the dates. And then and so I think for the November 3rd, they moved it. So it's 3 dates: 16th, 28th, and November 3rd. And November 3rd, I think that's when they're trying to set up for the trial. Don't quote me on that. I'll reach out to the DA, but those 2 dates and then November 3rd, which aligns with that, you know what I mean, with what they were saying, but they're saying November 3rd also. Let me look at my notes. There's another thing too. I don't know if there was family there or not, but there might have been. There might have been family. I'm not sure, but one of them did roll their eyes at one of the pictures of baby Manuel's shirt. Take that as you will. I'm just reporting what I heard from a witness that said they saw one of the public roll their eyes at the baby Emmanuel shirt. So I wanted to kind of mention that, but and they thought, allegedly their opinion is that maybe they were family or something, because they were hanging out even afterwards, even after the after it was over, and they were talking about judges, they were talking about lawyers, they were talking about this or the other. I tried to listen in, try to put my ear to the wall, but that was that. So I didn't want to be linger too much, but uh, yeah. So they're going to be having witnesses come for the next hearing. So that's gonna be interesting too. So that was that. So the continuing for October 16th and 28th. So there is no court date for tomorrow. There is no yeah, that it was set for today and tomorrow, but they're changing it to the 16th and the 28th and November 3rd, which I think is uh the uh the supposed trial. But there wasn't too much media here because I think it was going to be a quick thing. They were saying last time that it was going to be um a quick hearing, which it was. It was super quick. I mean, it was like 3 minutes, 2 minutes. It was super quick. Nothing crazy, nothing out of the blue, nothing. What everybody was worried about was that there might have been a plea because that's part of the process. So a lot of the public was concerned about that. They were concerned whether or not there was going to be a plea or not. Um, but yeah, that was pretty much it. I mean, that was it for that. It's pretty interesting. It was a lot different. The vibe in there was a lot. It was less heavy. It was a little bit lighter, I would say. The mood, for me at least, it was lighter. The heaviness of it wasn't the same as the one before. Um, but yeah, welcome in everybody. Stoic, Cindy's here. Native girl, good to see you. Louise, yeah. Hey Carrie, good to see you. But yeah, Rhonda, good to see you. But yeah, today was we all knew it was gonna be quick. Just gonna be a quick hearing. Again, nothing crazy, nothing, it was just continuing of today and tomorrow for those dates that I mentioned. Um, but yeah, everybody, that girl I interviewed is here too. Davina, she's here. Yeah, just an extension. Remember we talked about that too on one of my night hikes. Is that was one of the concerns is that they would drag it out, but the defense is their lawyers, they're ready. They said let's do it for tomorrow. Like they look kind of pissed, like we don't want an extension, like we're ready to go. And I think that's a strategy, right? We've seen that where they don't want the prosecution to get their ducks in a row. Um they just want things to be swift, so that way maybe they're unprepared. It's just my opinion, but that's what it kind of seemed like. I mean, the Rebecca's lawyer was like, you know, we object to that. Yep, we object to that. So they wanted to. just go ahead and like move forward with it for tomorrow. But the judge said, no, we'll move it to, to October 16th and the 28th. So that way they can prepare. This is what he said, is so that way they can prepare. Damn, I just stepped on gum. Nice. So that way they can prepare. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. I try to take notes to where I separated Jake, Rebecca, the judge, the lawyers, and things like that, and on the bottom with the dates. So that was a lot better. It was a lot better, and I made sure to see what Rebecca was, what was she, how she looked, how um she was feeling. But she said good morning to the judge when you kind of nodded her head down, and yeah, she looked. I mean, for the situation, she looked uh just she looked different from the last time. Yeah, the state has the burden of proof, right? Right. Yeah, so that's what they were saying. So I mean, that's another thing too. It's like I just feel like the lawyers are rushing too. They're rushing to get this done, to get it over with. I was in the elevator with the one of the with Rebecca's lawyer, so I kind of wanted to ask him a question or something like that, but he was very, I don't know, he was pretty quiet and looking at his notes and things like that. But he was talking to the media. The media wanted to interview him and do a little story on him, but I don't know. You can tell he's just either over something, but that's the feeling I got from him, that he's over something. I don't know if it was because he wanted to get this going for tomorrow, or what was he feeling, or what his thoughts were, but he just looked like he was over something, and that he wanted to do it tomorrow for tomorrow. So um but that was that. I mean, yeah. Yeah, Rebecca was straight too. It was Sounds like a great system for more taking. Yeah, that's what it kind of seems like it, right? And let me go check out this bike real quick. But um, um that's cool. Let me get in the shade. It's like we're freaking hot right now. I was in the shade earlier, but the sun was just going through the palm tree. Oh, there we go. That's better. But yeah, it's there was a large crowd today. I think because of that, because they were going to do a continuance. We were hearing from the grapevine that that's probably what it was. Um, so yeah, I was hoping for tomorrow we could hear some of the evidence. And I mean, I got an Airbnb and everything just to be prepared. I mean, this is something that I figured was going to happen, and was mentally prepared for it. But yeah, I mean, this was we all knew this was going to be quick, and it was going to be continuance. What I was worried about is that maybe they were going to do a plea deal, but I'm glad they didn't, and I'm glad that wasn't that wasn't part of it. I mean, that's really what my concern was, like, is that that wasn't part of it. So I'm glad that's not it. They're moving forward. Um, so yeah, I'm getting better at writing notes. But the girl Davina, that I um, that interviewed is gonna try to go see Jake too to try to see if she can get an interview. So she says maybe tomorrow or whatnot. She wrote the letter, so I'll keep everybody updated on that too, and I'll keep updated for the next hearing. But I'll probably go live in a little bit. That's all I got for today. And yeah, it was a different vibe today. Definitely different vibe. It was not as heavy as last time. It's still a serious matter, obviously, justice for baby Manolito, and that's what we're here for, you know. And yeah, I'm gonna keep hey Nana, I'm gonna keep on covering this and seeing it through the end. And if it takes, I know some of them take like years or whatnot, but things are kind of moving along, and you can't escape your faith. You just can't escape your faith. And when the time comes, I want to be there too for justice. And I think we all do. And you just can't escape your faith. When it comes to this, you can't escape it. It happened to a lot of people that were trying to file motions for trying to find motions for extensions, but you can't outrun it. You can't outrun your fate. You can do all the extensions you want, but in the end, it's gonna catch up to you. It's gonna, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and I'm gonna be there when it happens. And throughout the process, I'm glad everybody's here joining me and joining me for justice for baby Manuelito. And yeah, we'll see it through. We'll see it through to the end. We'll see it through to the end, no matter what it is, no matter how many extensions, no matter what it may be. And uh, again, you can't escape your faith. You can't escape it. But yeah, pretty much just said that there's a continuance. October 16th, 2025, and then October 28th, the preliminary hearing. New dates, October 16th, 28th, and then they did throw out a November 3rd date, but I'm gonna have to get back with you guys on that. But the dates that I wanted to focus on were the 16th and the 28th. I know there's supposed to be a peaceful protest on the 3rd, November 3rd here, so we'll see. We'll see if I can make it to that. I don't know what it is or who's doing it. I have to be careful with those things. Um, but yeah, definitely. Again, thank you everybody for joining me. Thank you for following along and staying close to the case. And yeah, we're here, and not a lot of reporters, not a lot of people showed up. I mean, the public did show up. Actually, let me take that back. The public did show up. The media, how the media is, they move on to a different case. If it's nothing too crazy, they don't come in, they don't show their support. Get it. But it is what it is. And again, thank you everybody for joining me. I appreciate one of you, every one of you guys want to help support the channel to keep me going. We'll keep the channel going. And thank you, Cindy. Appreciate your donation. Really appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, the vibe was it was light. It wasn't as crazy as it was last time. It wasn't, the vibe was just a lot different in my experience. It was more of like continuing it. The lawyer for Rebecca was like, you know what? We're ready to go for tomorrow. We object. And like they were like, let's do this. But the judge was like, well, I'll extend it, the 16th, 28th. And the judge is very professional, very knowledgeable. He's very fair. I see him as fair. And yeah, Jake and Rebecca's lawyers are just ready. They're ready to roll. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody. This was gonna be a quick update from the courthouse. I'm gonna go check in, or I'm gonna go eat. Again, Cindy, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you everybody for helping out. And I'm gonna go get some food, and then I'll probably go live with another case. I have another case that I'm working on, so I'll probably go live with that in a little bit after I get some food. But thank you everybody for joining. and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.